I'm going to briefly, very brief, explain a little bit about myself and why I do this kind of panel. An instance where friendship has saved me, quite literally, and then instructions on how to make friends. And thankfully, and deceptively, it is incredibly easy to make friends. It is 3 sentences, and you will have a lifelong friend. And then for the rest of the panel after that will be I'll have a few things available to break the ice, and we will, I'll set up some things to do, and whatever you're comfortable with, you can go do that activity. If you're not comfortable, you may remain seated, and I will approach, see if I can personally help you start breaking the ice and making friends. So that's generally, very, very general, like what this panel is. This is my favorite panel. I do many. I've done over 30 conventions now and over 60 panels, I think, amongst them all. And this one's the one that gets accepted the most, thankfully, because it's very, very, I think, needed. And apparently the conventions think so too. My other panels are more entertainment focused. So if you like laughing, particularly at me, and not just because I dropped something, I actually have jokes. Like, you should see me in real life, I'm actually funny. I do those kinds of things. I have convention war stories.
Ooh, please do that.
I shall may entertain thy with some right now, but I do have a actual panel Saturday, 11 p.m. Yes, that is during Mystery Skulls. I also have an encore presentation because of that at 12. However, what silly irony that I'm doing convention war stories during Mystery Skulls. So, yes, that's me. That's very basic, pony for hire. I've been doing this since 2019, since HarmonyCon, because they told me this new convention that started after Nightmare Nights.
Oh, HarmonyCon.
Yes, HarmonyCon, yeah, that one. So after Nightmare Nights ended, HarmonyCon was a new convention, new leadership, same venue, same location. That did it instead of October, they're February. They had a vision, and they said during one of their town halls, hey, I think we can get people in the door, but we're worried that people are going to show up, not have fun, not make any friends, and not come back.
Oh.
And I'm like, that even has a possibility of happening? I had no idea. Whenever I went to a Brony-related convention, I had mad fun. I've met way too many people. It is awesome. And none of those things occurred to me that people could. Go away. Who are you?
Who are you?
So that's it was unbelievable to me, and I'm like, hey, maybe I can do one of those like panel things and just like give some information of just like how to break the ice. That was all. And it was wildly successful. And then I figured out a way to not only do that, but help people maintain friendships during and after the convention. And it's super easy. It's incredibly easy. So, a story of how I had to make friends, and it changed my life. I have a few, but I like this one in particular. After the lowest point of my life, where I tried to move out of my parents' place, my sister was like, let me be a stepping stone for that. Well, she took me under her wing, some 800 miles away, and then she took everything, my money, my bank card, my cell phone, my social security card, my birth certificate, my truck keys, She still has it, by the way. She never gave them back. And she basically held me against my will for about 77 days. And her logic was, if she can get enough social security numbers under one household, they could live off the government forever. And I did not want to do that. She wanted a drone, just a body, and I'm a little bit more creative than that. But in order to conform me, she shaved my head, she made me pierce my ears, all against my will, just to try and make me that drone.
That is some cult-like stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
So,
Jesus.
yes, after that, literally by consecutive miracles, I managed to get away from that. And I had nothing. And a friend in Wyoming told me, move out here. Don't worry about paying rent until you find a job. And I had no reason to, I knew this person from World of Warcraft. I know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
Wyoming.
Wow.
No, but they told me that, but because of the interactions in the game, I knew that I could trust him. If he was going to say something, he was going to say it. He was a little bit vulgar with his language, but he was an honest person, and I knew I could trust him. And he's still my friend now, and he actually saved me. I've been on my own ever since that. Literally, from feeling like I was worthless and going to be somebody else's burden indefinitely. 2 weeks later, I was out there. 2 weeks after that, I had a job and made it on myself. It took a month. That is a true friend. That friend saved me.
So, what was yours and your friend's classes involved?
Glasses?
Yeah, classes. In WoW. In WoW.
Oh, I was a resto druid named Pain Inducer. I was going to be a tank, and they said, no, resto's better. All right, I guess I'm healing now. And, he was a paladin, a protection paladin, and we were running, in Wrath of the Lich King, we were running duos. He and I were just running through instances faster than the DPS could pick up shit that we were killing. And we just did that. We instantly got into queues because we were the tank and healer, and we just kept on going over and over and over. We went through the entire game that way. Anyways, a lot of fun. Loved it. So, back to making friends. It's incredibly easy. It is. Break the ice, step 1. Take a selfie, step 2. Get a social, step 3. For example.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Actually, why not? Hello! Corvus, hi, I'm Tony for hire. Nice to meet you. Friend! Right here. Hey, since you're a friend and I think that we're vibing for the moment, do you mind if I take a selfie? Sure. Okay, so just for demonstration, cool, selfie. I have a lot of selfies of myself. I'm deathly afraid of feeling narcissistic, okay? And I have over 1,000 selfies just because I have other people involved.
Oh my.
But hey, you're cool and I have a selfie. Hey, do you mind if I get a social of yours? Twitter, Facebook if you still have it, Blue Sky, whatever it is. They say sure. You send the selfie, direct message, through the social, and you will have a way to communicate with that person during and after the convention, and you have a picture to remember who they are, because if you have a fourth Greg on your phone, who's that?
It's Greg.
It's, of course.
It's Greg.
It's Greg E. Greggy. It's really that easy. It is really that easy. I will have a bunch of ways to help break the ice, but yes. Hello, welcome. This is another success story. I will be bothering you later. But this can happen anywhere, here or otherwise. You hear somebody talking about an interest that you really have? Like, show of hands, Warhammer 40K fans.
Oh, hell yeah.
Actually, there, lock eyes. This is now, yeah, you two got to thing. So, the thingy thing.
The thingy thing.
With the phone thing.
Uh-huh.
But how about this? Who thinks they have an interest that no one else has? Over here, what?
Careful.
I'm cool, yo.
Yeah, you are.
Don't die.
I'm working on it.
The Billboard Hot 100.
That is a hobby of yours that you think no one else has?
Yeah.
The Billboard Top 100. I'm gonna raise my hand. I can't stand some of them. I can't stand some of them, but most of them are very damn catchy, and I hate it. But it's like it is a, what is that? Like a guilty pleasure?
Yeah.
Yes, because when I was in Wyoming specifically, there was like 7 channels of country, and then like the top 40. It was my only escape. Oh my gosh! If I have to listen to more the highway, I'm gonna like flip tables.
Well, there are many tables here, so.
So I saw another hand over here though. Hobby.
Okay, so there's a specific fan fiction, and there's a teeny tiny fandom, right? It's
Okay.
a Harry Potter fan fiction called Fate by the True Spartan, right?
Okay.
It is say the chapter.
It's a sub fandom.
Yes,
It's a
but we're
sub-fan.
gonna go up one level from that. Any Harry Potter fan fiction enjoy? You.
Don't look
That
at
is
me.
very okay.
Don't look at me.
All right, okay, you have bested me on that one. I am not a Harry Potter fan. Myself. Any Harry Potter fans in general? Okay,
There
a
we
few.
go.
Okay, look, see a few. One hand back there as well. I've actually had somebody say, hey, they modify cop cars.
What?
With grappling hooks.
Oh! What?
Yes, they
Yeah,
get
they
behind
do
them
have
and they
those.
they have a little arm thing that attaches a whatever, and then it gets like a spider web.
Yep.
Oh, you mean that net thing?
The-
That
yeah,
slide in
and
the-
it forces them to slow down. It's
Yeah,
a,
like Batman.
yeah. Okay, cool,
Damn
dude.
Batmobile.
No one else has that
not
hobby,
a
but everyone
grappling
wants to talk
hook.
to you. Another one. There was a very elderly gentleman. He was ancient. I'm being real, okay? So he had a huge gathering of people. I'm like, what's going on here? And he was explaining how he ported the original Prince of Persia to Mac 2.
Oh, damn.
Oh, you're kidding.
Well, cool. How many people were in your team? He goes, I was the team. No, there was like 2 or 3 of them. Like, okay, cool. So there's very interesting people. If you have a common interest, it's very easy to break the ice. If you have somebody that sparks your interest with a thing that you really know or a thing that sounds really cool, it is very easy to go, hey, I just heard you were talking about that. I really love it. By the way, I'm Tony for hire. What do you go by?
Cherry Dot.
Cherry Dot. Welcome back. Thank you for coming. I talked to you yesterday, right?
Earlier today. actually.
Earlier today. That was earlier today. I swear I'm not drunk. Yet.
Better not be.
You better fix it.
Tonight.
What panel?
Come to my other panels. They didn't accept many of my panels, but I do have the convention war stories. I also have on Sunday, Did You Make Friends? It's a continuation of this.
Yes.
To hear it's a laid back panel, like, hey, who has some success stories? Who has some heartaches? I want to produce this kind of panel better for others because, yeah. In fact, another story. Wait for us. Thank you. Hi.
Hello.
From Romania. Right?
Wow, Romania.
Oh my.
Yes. How to make friends in Romania is different. I am unsure. That was the first time I questioned myself. I'm like, what if my information doesn't help everyone because of like culture, geographic locations, anything
Personal
else that
experience.
can subdivide humanity.
Mm-hmm.
But we are all still humans, and presumably bronies.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Not proven otherwise.
I did go to I did have, as Pony for Hire, all right, did do panels at furry conventions, and I had somebody try to heckle the heck out of me who is not a furry nor a brony.
Yeah.
Was it Anthony Padilla?
But he wore all sorts of tactical gear. He talked like this, and he had stuff to say to me, and he was actually very fun to mess with. Yes.
I don't remember it.
So he is a Counter-Strike
Of course.
appearing individual. And at MFF, he made himself a target because he was at a corner. He didn't purchase a ticket, but he was at a corner in all flag American MAGA-looking gear, but in Adidas wear, and he called himself Adidas guy. Don't you remember me? I'm the Adidas guy from. No, I don't remember you. All right, but now I do because I saw Adidas logos on it. I'm like, there's no way that this man who follows me to every panel that I perform at was just standing there. I asked him, like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm here for 13 hours. I'm like, standing here between the convention and the hotel of MFF, which was near 17,000 attendees, getting paint thrown at him and otherwise.
You think he might be in this room right now?
No, they are not. They would have been approached. You would have heard him already. You would have seen this guy's mask.
He's got spec offs.
Yeah.
Seriously. So I don't know why I attract that individual.
Yeah.
But apparently he thinks I'm his friend.
That's one way to make friends.
By the way, is Keyblade Warrior in here? Okay, good, because they added me 2 days ago and they told me, hey, they're a Kingdom Hearts fan. Cool. And a Paw Patrol fan. All right. They're like, do you draw Paw Patrol OCs? And I'm like, oh shit, I'm stuck. I've already added you as a friend on Discord.
No, they
But,
propaganda.
Pop it. No. No.
Patrol
It's the
OCs.
most
They
craziest
exist.
propaganda
I've
ever.
never heard of that before.
But anyways, they want to be my friend. Cool, they can be my friend. But I'm not drawing a Paw Patrol OC. I ain't doing it.
Propaganda.
But $100 is $100.
Oh no. No.
Yes.
Look, those things are easy, okay? We basically draw dogs when we draw ponies anyways. But I'm sorry, back to this. There is an infinite amount of connections that can be made. Even from interesting individuals that you probably don't want to get too close to, but you still can. Hello!
I have a question actually.
It
So
looks
like,
like you do.
yeah. So do you have any advice for remembering faces better? Because even upstairs in the room right now, I've been
Yes.
here since.
That's what the
2019.
selfie's for.
Yeah.
That's what the selfie's for.
Yeah, I don't like taking photos for a myriad of
While they're
reasons.
showing up their badge, like
Yes,
this,
that is
you
true.
know?
Yeah.
That helps, actually.
Yeah,
That
it
helps.
does. I do have many like that because I get a lot of selfies and I have a lot of people that, do you remember me? I'm like,
No.
I was at your panel, I'm like, I do many. I'm like, at that one convention, I'm like, I do many. They're like, yeah, from 2017. And I'm like,
Right.
damn. That's impressive. You have a better memory than I right now. But yes, selfies do help with that. There are going to be deficiencies that people have. I'm not calling anyone out. I'm not asking anyone to raise their hand. Like, but I will for this. This is easy. Like I said, who's first time goers here? Cool, cool. Who is, who's comfortable, like, public speaking? There's a few. Oh, cool. Yes. If you're the shyest person in the world, don't raise your hand. That used to be me.
Oh my.
Fake it till
I
you make it.
I found out I have more fun when I don't. But that was me. That was me. I used to be the shyest person in the world. When I was in kindergarten, I would sooner urinate in my seat than ask to go to the bathroom. That is a very heavy admission to do in front of people. I'm serious.
We are friends now.
We're friends now.
Ah.
Obligation.
Friends by proxy.
There we go. So that was me. I did not want to be heard. I did not want to be seen. I was tall when I was younger, if you can believe it. I mean, but I also had really long hair, and I was extremely slender, and I looked very feminine. I got misgendered a lot, so I have solidarity
I got
to those going
lot
through
too. Before I got my beard.
that. And yes, being misgendered, I understand. Being shy, I really understand. I have solidarity to those individuals. All it takes is one friend to one friend in order to get out of that panel shell. And that's not forcing you. It's not forcing you to get that out of that panel shell. It just kind of happens. If you are an introvert, raise your hand. There are many. If you're an extrovert, raise your other hand. There we go. The fastest way to get more friends is to be adopted by an extrovert. Oh, God. That is, you'll get dragged into so many communities you have no idea. Who got dragged to their first pony convention here? Oh yeah, okay. See a few, right? Okay. Thank you for being dragged.
He had no problem. He had something to do with it.
Okay.
And he's one of the people that recommended me here.
Very good, very good.
Yeah. Thanks, by the way.
Yes, but there's an infinite amount of connections to be made, either with similarities, with differences, but interests.
You know what I mean?
I once asked, and I found multiple hands, who has a profession in the field of science?
Not yet.
Okay, cool. Interest?
Yeah.
Okay. This was very interesting because keep your hands up if it's radioactive or nuclear. Okay, none here. I had more than one time. It was really cool. We're like, but what? They're like, yeah, well, I'm into theoretical physics. You won't understand anything I'll say. Like, granted, but I'm going to listen to everything. That's what those edutainment things on YouTube just capture me. Yeah, not the Action Lab, but there's others. There's others out there. I'm just like, look at all these numbers and letters. You have me for 30 minutes, though. Any people artistic drawing related? Artistic music related? Oh, hey. Yeah. Animation related?
I wish.
I know you. I know you. Tamers enjoyers.
What now?
What'd you say? What?
Oh boy, I'm glad you. For the ones that know, you know. For the ones that you don't,
Don't go down that road.
I do
we're not
know,
going down
but
that
I
road.
don't want to.
Okay.
I think we should go down that road.
No, there is a Tamers. If you're interested, it's a person that is doing animations. They are in today's starved pony content.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Oh!
Yes, there is an individual that is producing,
That guy.
producing 20 to like 1 hour videos every like 2 weeks. They are very different than your regular pony stuff.
Oh yeah. I know who you're talking about.
But there's going to be a panel about it, and currently it's everyone's like fixation.
It's a morbid curiosity with me.
Yes. I don't know. When is the Tamers thing? I know that you know.
It's tomorrow at, I think around, 3 or 1:30 something. I think so. That was his break.
Yeah.
Didn't their channel get taken down?
At one time, but I think this
The
is
last-
a new one.
I was there recently. They're still up, by the way.
Yeah, the old channel got taken down. Their current stuff has not.
You'll find their stuff on PonyTube.
I forced you to watch 2 of them with me.
I know. They are very long, and they include violence and or blood and or whatever. But there is some sort of coherent long story and twists and turns. It's like a complete story. It really is. But it's a lot of colorfulness to get there. Yes.
Would you say it's on the same scale or a higher scale than new, what's it called, Fallout Equestria?
I cannot speak for that because I do.
Can I make one comparison?
Spoilers? Okay.
And this is come from someone who's watched both creators before, but does anyone know SMG4?
Of course.
Well, if you love SMG4's content, and if you're a Brony, you'll love Tamers.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, 1:30. I just looked at it.
Tomorrow 1:30.
Yeah.
Tomorrow 1:30. Okay, but I do have something that's going to expand your minds right now.
Oh.
Friendship is an art form.
Ooh.
It gets easier the more you do it.
Okay.
Just like any art form. Inversely, negative thoughts, intrusive thoughts, and the like is also an art form that you get better the more you do it. I'm not trying to oust anyone. I'm just trying to. If you have a realization, just know that that's a thing that can happen. I've had one individual come out and say, 7 years, he thought absolutely, he convinced himself that absolutely no one wanted to be his friend, and he did not speak, more or less. However, they came with a friend to their first pony convention. They went to this panel, and they had something to say, and it was their story of them not speaking, like nearly being mute. And realizing, like, just turning it off, realizing, like, people actually do want to be my friends. And they got surrounded, and they have many selfies with many people, and they've come back to that same panel a year later, and it was a massive success and story to share. It was great. I do have some other stories to share from people that are here. Another story, that's what they like. Another story. You came with 2 other people.
Yes, I have.
Yes.
So, friend who I've known for more than 10 years. He's not a Brony. And someone who I've just met.
But they came here though, right?
We decided to go somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Probably, no, but I mean, to Babscon.
Yes.
Yes. Cool, thank you. That's awesome that you brought a longtime friend to Babscon. Ashes.
Hi.
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 We have kind of an interesting interaction. What panel did you first see me at?
Rosa Brony at FC 2024.
Roast a Brony. I do roast a Brony, by the way. And Bronies versus Furries, a roast. Oh my! They didn't accept them here. They're a little bit too kind. It's massive fun. But okay, over here now. Ashes, how did I find you?
I went to your panel reluctantly because I couldn't get any of my other friends to come with you, and I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna get this chance again. I'm going even if it's by myself. And I am super anxious, so I sat in the corner of the room, said nothing, and watched. It was fun. And afterwards, I wanted to talk to you, and I was super shy about it. And you had a bunch of people around you were already chatting with, and I was just sitting in the back, or like standing in the back. You noticed I wasn't like standing waiting for anyone. I was just kind of like idling there. And I had a badge, like tagged that said anxious pony.
Aw.
And you saw that, and click, and then you walk up to me and go.
Absolutely. This is a way oversized badge, by the way, that cost me $100. But in the vendor's hall, There are small ones that just say limited visibility or anxious pony. They have a ton of messages that can speak for you. And for that you want to share. Any furries in here? Okay, cool. Few. For the furries, any purrs? Cats. Cool. Dogs? Scalies? Yes. Okay. Avians, dragons, and so on and so forth, and specifically, even in ponies. Yes.
Swiss centipede count?
Centipedes.
Whoa, very nice.
Etymologic furries. I'm trying here. So, yes, they do. But ponies, there's also any Pegasus in here. Okay. Thank you. Any Earth ponies in here? Yes. Unicorns. Okay, cool. Less cool than Earth ponies.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's on.
Yeah. Okay. Dry
Narconicus.
That.
Draconicus.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. There's a lot of species out there. They also have badges for Pegasus enjoyer. You're gonna see a huge vendor who has to the ceiling. It's Choco Pony. It's my friend. Yes, they go to absolutely every convention. This is their job. They just vend. They literally go to every anime, furry, brony convention, 3 a month.
Damn, that's cool.
Yes. So he's got badges for absolutely everything. He literally is just little badges of this. If you have an interest, or you see somebody with an interest, you can approach them. Just go, hey, I saw your badge. Hey, I like this too. You can judge, if there's a group of people talking and you're like, hey, this is cool, and they're receptive, keep going. But if they're not receptive, if they start shutting down, looking away, giving you the obvious signs that you interrupted them, they're like, okay, I was just looking for the bathroom. Over there, thank you. Just to cut it short. But you're gonna find that most people are gonna be extremely open in this community, and furries as well. So, badges speak for you. What does mine say?
Looking for
Speaking for friends, please talk to me.
Please talk to me, absolutely. I got it oversized because I spent $100 on this thing, so people can come talk to me. And it has worked. I normally have a bunch of little ones, but it's getting pretty cluttered trying to get this thing to manage. Who was there for opening ceremony? Cool. Who saw me up in opening ceremony? Yeah, cool. This is the first time I get community guests. Yeah, thank you. I don't do YouTube content of pony variety. I don't draw as much as I used to. And I mostly draw OCs. I don't draw really the main 6. I find more interest in individuals. But with going to so many conventions and making so many connections, they accepted me for community guests.
No kidding.
Yeah, so, and you can too. You can too.
Open for commissions?
Am I?
Yeah.
I do one a year and I haven't done one yet, so you're
Oh
in
my
luck.
god.
Unless Paw Patrol gets a hold of me first. So, yes, there's a lot of things that you can say with badges before people even approach. There's also this green, yellow, and red kind of tags. Red is don't approach me, but I might approach you. Yellow is, yellow is don't approach me, I might approach you. Red is don't interact, please. And green was please come and whatever. There's also badges that say hugs okay, or hugs not okay, or limited visibility if you have a fursuit, or GER.
One eye completely covered.
Yeah. But there's a lot of ways to be approached as well. So, once again, breaking the ice is step one. Finding that you vibe with the person. Hey, let's capture this moment, a selfie. And you want to talk to this individual or this group. Why not get a group selfie? Get a social and send that selfie through the social. If you're camera shy, get a picture of the other person. If they're camera shy, take a picture of yourself. If you're both camera shy, then you're just going to have to describe each other very well.
Maybe draw a little doodle. to remind you of
Draw.
the
Oh,
other.
great. Also,
Take
ways
notes.
to
Get their autograph.
ways to approach people or be approached. Free art. Come see me. Come sit next to me. We'll just swap references, whatever. Hey, tokens of friendship. You can give stickers. There's one
Coins.
individual named Golly Forever.
Yes.
You know them.
I've interacted with them on Discord several times, and we had a mutual.
Okay, so yes, when I first met them, they came to my thing. They had 200 pony plushies, and they were giving them away
Sure does.
as tokens of friendship. They were also doing a lot of other things with them, but tokens, art, compliments, that also works. You see somebody with a really cool Gur sweater? Hey, that's awesome. You know, did you get it at the vendor hall?
I put this one together myself.
You did it yourself. Look at that.
The hood is Hot Topic genuine article, and the rest I've done myself.
There we go. Most awesome. Compliments is a token of a more free option, but compliments are also tokens in order to break the ice. Yeah, I was a very unpopular person when I was a kid because I had braces, glasses, long hair, feminine look, and I was taller than everyone else. It was impossible to miss me, and I disliked it. I really disliked it at first. But because of the pony fandom,
Changeling.
Chrysalis is best pony. You can't convince me otherwise.
Doubt.
Yes.
Thorax.
Anybody else's opinion is also wrong. So
Well, my favorite pony is also Chrysalis.
there we go. I have a hierarchy. Okay, best pony Chrysalis, best princess. Sorry, Luna fans, it's Cadence, which is just Sugar Chrysalis. Best main six is Fluttershy. Best background pony is Fleur de Lis, and best dog is Spike. Really? For my first pony convention, where I actually really enjoyed it, I got adopted by a group of extroverts that were all DJs. We were in Wyoming. There's only one Brony group in all of Wyoming, and it was them. And we met up and we went to RottleCon, Running of the Leaves in Denver. I have found Garnica over there, who will be playing at Mayhem. They go by Hush Puppy now. They go by, they do furry events, but this is the first time in like 6 years playing in Brony related stuff. He is super hype. He will DJ it up. He will run in front of it, in front of his own stand, and he will demand that everyone jumps to his tempo. He is super hype.
Looking forward to it.
Hashtag not sponsored. But I have his hat and I have it signed, and I'm going to have him sign it again. Also, if you want to hear how I had to wait 8 years for a signature for that, and how I had to approach him JoJo style, come to my panel, Convention War Stories. But there is a lot of ways to make friends. What time is it? 111. Okay. It took me a moment. I had to see it myself. All right. So, does anyone have any questions before we break up and do things? Yes.
So, hypothetically speaking, if you have been in the fandom for a long time and you've already made friends, but then there's some kind of drama, how do you restart from that point and try to make new friends?
That is actually a really valid question. Whenever a friendship kind of falls apart, it's not one person losing a friend, it's always two or more. And just
It
like
hurts.
watering a plant, you can't just give it a whole bunch of water and then leave it alone for a year. It's just a little bit. My favorite thing to somebody that I haven't talked to very much, like it could be months, it could be longer. Poke. Boop is another option.
I would love to boop.
And then they go, hey, I'm sorry, I was dead. But I'm back now. Dead, I mean college, by the way. I've had people do that, and they're just like disappear for years. But reach out, even very subtly. You'll see that sometimes they are, they'll come back and be friendly. And if not, it's okay if not everybody becomes your friend. You may discover that they are impreferable, or worse, toxic. So keep them, don't trust those individuals with something that can negatively impact you. If you happen to know the person, then you know their name. Let them stay a nice acquaintance. Another question.
How do you maintain friendships if you forget people after a while?
Yeah.
That is very valid. Usually the best way to do it is in group chats, Telegram, or Discord. But I have a multitude of friends, and it is my greatest fear that I have forgotten something important to one of them.
No, I mean forget they exist.
Yeah.
Like object permanence.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yep.
I am very much not familiar with that. I'd like to talk to you afterwards if you can help me with that, okay? Okay. I mean, after the panel. Okay. To the person that was recording this, I'd like to talk to you after the panel as well. I would like to figure out how to get a hold of that. To anyone else that said, hey, the what?
It cut out 2 times, both for the recording limit and Wi-Fi. So
Oh.
if you want,
I have a
okay.
recording, sir, if you would like one.
Okay, please come talk to me afterwards.
Sir.
Okay.
Any other questions or?
I have a quick one.
Yes.
What if I'm sitting here listening to you talk about how to make friends and these simple steps and I or someone in my shoes is listening to this and thinking, oh, it sounds great, but I'm terrified. I've just got this like fear, in the deep in the pit of my stomach,
breaking
thinking
ice.
about doing what you're suggesting. So
Okay.
what do you do about that?
For a theoretical person like yourself?
Right.
Okay. It is difficult to start something new. It is. It is sometimes terrifying to start something new. Even if trying it once and having a hiccup or a small holdup or even somewhat of a failure, it feels like you shouldn't do it again. But the path to success has many failures. You will learn more from a mishap than you will from a success. Every time that I drew, that I went up on stage, that I've done stand-up comedy, immediately after I'm like, that was my worst performance, I knew a million things that I could have done better, and somebody comes around and says, hey, that was great. Are you gonna do it again next year? Saved me. That's the only reason why I'm doing more than one panel ever. But for help, is if there is somebody that you do trust and that you can have a wingman or wing person.
Ring pony.
Ring pony.
Pegasus.
Pegasus.
Yeah, device, by the way.
Burb.
Burb.
But yes, having one other individual or a extrovert will take you really far from that and hopefully get you started on a train of success. But there might be some hiccups. Do not fret. I even have hiccups still. I may be I'm not sure. The only person that is more approachable in this entire convention is going to be Ellie Ray, who gets more hugs than I do. And every year, like I'm like dead set. I'm trying to. No, I can't. There's no way. It's Ellie Ray.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I sat right next to her during a VIP dinner, and she wanted, there was fondue, and she wanted the hot cheese. So she gave me a small prawn, put in the hot cheese, and then give it back to her in a moment. I got a hug for everything that I took, and I got a hug for everything I returned. And I'm like, this is 40 hugs. It's been 10 minutes. There's no way I'm going to beat her in hug count for our convention. It's Ellie Ray. She's an actual pony. Like, from Ponyville.
It doesn't mean you shouldn't try though.
It doesn't mean I shouldn't try, exactly. I am learning from her all the time. Every time I see her, I'm like, write that down. So, even I am not like the absolute authority on this. And like from other places, my information may not apply exactly to other demographics, other geological locations. I'm trying to do better. I'm also trying to write a book of how to make friends. Friends. Furry related, because it's a furry publisher.
Friends, ah.
So, but that's enough about me. Does anyone else have any other questions before I kind of explain other things? Okay, so I have 3 different things that we can be doing. One of them is, hold that one of them is help me. I have these posters that I could not digitally write on that are going to be semi-advertisements for what I'm doing here. If somebody has nice handwriting and or wants to doodle in silver/gold Sharpie, I will put these on one of the tables, and please assist me. I will create a small round table where people can commune, draw, doodle, otherwise. Thank you. Otherwise, I have somebody called me out on this, so I can't call it stupid fish game. But I have an extremely simple 3-sentence card game that I will have somebody help me with. It is extremely easy. There are no losers. It is just a way to get moving around and touching people, fist bump, like fist bumping, or high-fiving, or switching places with them. It's super easy, and it just gets people, it breaks the ice. And lastly, I'm going to ask another story's help for this one. We're gonna get around most of those tables, and we're going to ask interesting questions because they lead to interesting answers. I have talked to somebody kind of note. It was a VIP dinner, and I found this person was very intriguing. They did a lot of things. I said, hey, well, you do music, but if you weren't doing music, what would you do? They were very interested in that question. They said, no one's ever asked me that before. I would be a Navy underwater welder. They told me, they literally asked, what is the most difficult job? They're like, underwater welding. That's what I'm gonna do. Music changed their life.
Dang.
I'm like, oh, can you, I took a selfie, like, hey, can you get your Twitter or something? He goes, oh yeah, he handed it back to me, Black Griffin. Whoops. Hi, how you doing? Just, okay. So, he was very cool. He does a lot of things. I mean, if you follow his Twitter, you know he does a lot of things. But, very, very interesting. So, asking interesting questions to a group of people, you will find some interesting answers. Yourself, with a collar and is that purple or dark shirt? Hello. What is your favorite kind of flower?
I never really thought about that before, honestly.
I I have another question if you prefer.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, a favorite color, but if to call it like lavender instead of purple, like a unique name for a color that your favorite color.
Fuchsia, I guess.
Fuchsia, okay. I've heard of heliotrope as well. I have to look that up. Fuchsia. Why fuchsia?
It was the first color name that popped into mind that was like fancy. But
Okay, cool.
It's also just a good color in general, so.
All right. A chain of questions will allow the other individual to speak. It is sometimes it's very easy, sometimes it's very hard, but like, for me, it's very easy. I can just keep going and going. But asking the other person questions like, hey, what are you interested in? What, like the 40K, the two people that are in 40K. Yes, lock eyes. Get closer, approach each other. I expect one of you to propose by the end of this.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Could be discerned.
But there are many interesting questions that one could ask. I'm going to help those individuals out if that kind of fizzles out. But once you find somebody that you are like interested in talking to, just lock in with that. That's all we're trying to do. Seeing if somebody is a potential friend. And you can use this throughout the convention. Just trying to break the ice. Let's get this back here. So, if you are interested in helping me, if you can doodle or otherwise, help me with these advertisements. We are going to be on this first table, first round table. If you want to play fish game, we're going to be on this second table. Yes, because we need smaller spaces for that. If you want to, if you'd like to try the third option of just gather around and ask interesting questions, I swear it sounds lame to explain, but it really does work. We'll be using the rest of the open space. But if you are not comfortable and want some help or want to be left alone, please remain seated. But absolutely everyone else, please, wait, one question. Yeah, go ahead. Question?
I had a question. It
Yeah.
was, are you going to be doing this again any of the other days? Are you going to be doing this on Saturday?
This is the only day that I have this. However, I have a Did You Make Friends on Sunday, and it's just more of a discussion of how to make this panel better for people.
The reason I ask is because there's a friend of mine who
Yes.
is really, I'm not sure if he would appreciate it, but he does need this. And so I wanted to if they get the Wi-Fi internet going, because I heard that was an issue.
Yes.
I'd like to put him on a Discord call and,
I can help you, but I'll be bouncing around first.
Okay.
If it does take me after this panel, seek me out, stop me, grab me, tell me that again, I'll help.
Okay, thank you.
So okay, if you are feeling froggy, please arise.
The only word you can here.
I know. I'm a cute